Oh baby, we are at Kern, Chicago for the open house. I'm so excited to be here. This is amazing.
We try to keep exactly the same theme what we have in the factory. So all actually furniture, everything what you see is exactly the same furniture what we have in Germany. So
really?
We put everything into a container, send that over. So it's exactly the same furniture, it's the same chairs, the same tables, everything is exactly the same. And we wanted to make sure that if you come here as a customer, you see the machines, you see everything, that you somehow get an idea about Kern, that you have the same feel, the same.
So I love it. I love it.
We want to also, we try to keep everything very lean, that it's, the European touch, how we do things. And for me it still feels unreal since we just moved the last things. Actually yesterday a lot of things were installed yesterday, so it was all just time. There's no buffer whatsoever. And this is what it's all about.
Like the color bias, the last one.
So here's a good example from Sam from National Jet Tool Company, is drilling holes through human hairs. They're experts in drilling tiny holes. And this pamphlet that he and I both have has the hair of the operator who drilled the hole with a 1 thou diameter wire that is literally drilled through that with a nice little brochure and explaining what they do. That's incredible. But this is the kind of work, they don't actually have Kerns, they built their own machines because that's how they roll. But it just kind of shows, this is the kind of people that are here. Micro precision. I'm going to have to dig into the brains of everybody here that I have time to talk to, because there's some absolute brain power here. This is 5-axis jig grinding. That's crazy. Even the simulation on the screen. The machine's just dancing. Now they're just showing off.
And then just the mic.
Go for it. It's a serious deal. I got a serious setup back here. My name is John Grimsmo, and I have a company in Toronto, Canada called Grimsmo Knives, and we have a team of 13 people that manufacture pocket knives and pens, and we have a lot of fun nerding out about machining and manufacturing and making all the crazy stuff that we make every day. We make our own product entirely. We don't do any job shop work, so it lets us really take time and dive deep into every little feature, every little facet, surface finish aspect of everything, and get repeatably good about making the same thing and the same thing. Number 37. This is like 2012.
Here for our new flatland pattern. It turns out I'm not the first one to use this pattern. So here at the show, I met my buddy Phil, who actually put this on his flat lapping plates in like 2020, something like that, which then inspired our buddy Silo's Garage to make the same thing, which then inspired me to make my own triangular flat lapping plates. And it was super cool for Phil here to be able to see it on the knife and show me the old pictures. I didn't even know he was kind of the originator to that.
Adam's going to show us something cool.
This is a mirror that we diamond turned, so it was water jet cut with these integral flexures, and then we diamond turned it on a machine, the Precitech Nanoform 250 that we have at the college. So this is the prototype for a telescope that my students are going to make during our program seasons.
That's incredible.
So Adam brought this amazing watch that he built. He built the dial for it, and it's aluminum, black anodized on the back, and diamond turned on the front with a parabola. So it's actually a magnifying reflector. He said he uses it to check his boogers in the morning. And it's just super cool to be able to have a diamond turn thing on his wrist that he just gets to enjoy and show off. super duper awesome.
Welcome to day 2 at Kern Precision. We're having breakfast. Explain the breakfast.
Oh, the breakfast. We have sausages, and sausages in Bavaria is a very religious thing.
Okay.
9:30, every company in Bavaria will have sausages. And
Really?
normally how it goes is, as an apprentice, you're supposed to warm up the sausages, and actually you can just really screw it up, since either they are not warm enough and your coworkers will complain,
Okay.
or you overdid it and they still bust open and they will really complain. So it's a little tricky thing.
Who's in charge today? Apprentices or?
No, today actually we have Simon and Sebastian Stats doing the sausages for us. So nobody will blame them. I think this was a good choice.
I love it, yeah. So I'm gonna go get a white Bavarian sausage, which is apparently a huge treat. Whoa, white sausage, please.
Sausage. Oh no!
Thank you very much. Nice spread. So here at the Kern event, kind of wrapping up, I'm wearing my 1944 Longines, and Max, the barista, saw me yesterday and brought in his probably 70s, 80s, 90s something Longines as well. This is full titanium. It is super duper thin and really, really cool watch. So I'm going to be in touch with this guy. That is way smooth. It's like an air bearing? Oh, that's really smooth. The onboard dressing wheel. It's so cool. I haven't actually been able to look at this yet. The show is over, and now I get to see all the cool stuff. So this is the System 3R work partner. I have the Aroa ERC80. 2 different brands making a similar product, basically. You've got your big pallets mounted down here, your small pallets mounted up here, other stuff on the other rack. And these are all the demos. Chris programmed this to basically run that, like 5-8 minute cycles each one, and it just cycled through everything again and again all day long. It was really cool. Came back like 10 hours later, you're like, yep, it's still running. The ceramic Nicholas Hacko watch case. It's just showing off. Hard milling, copper, Inconel. Super shiny.
It's actually carbide.
Carbide?
The last one is a combination jig grinding and
Oh yeah, and that's with the pentalobe on the inside kind of thing. So all the new machines ship with this flat panel. Ours has this pedestal mount that kind of, it does bounce around a little bit. This one's really interesting. It's kind of spring-loaded, whoop, there it goes, and it dampened to come up, and then the whole thing comes out like that. Very secure, the spring loading holding it up is strong enough. You're not gonna lean on it, and you can still push buttons and stuff like that. This is great. Machine's off because it's nighttime already. This machine does not have a chip conveyor, so that's your chip pan, and then your little tiny coolant tank right in the front here. See what their tool cabinet is like. Not very full, not like ours. But otherwise, this is identical. It's the Kern HD, but this is exactly like ours. Your diamond tools. Look at the flutes on that guy. This is an end mill. What? I can't even see anything on the end of that. Look at these surface finishes. That is a machined finish. That's milled. This is I believe it's a carbide punch example. And I think this is ceramic. And that shiny reflective flat surface is milled. It's not lapped or ground or flattened or anything. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is ceramic. Super cool demos. They've got their Wenzel CMM, ultra precision CMM, as well as their Alicona optical microscope measuring machine. I missed the chance to get the guy to give me a demo on this, but it is phenomenal. It can measure surface finish, surface topography, diameters, features, holes, optically, non-contact, to insane resolution. And this is like a $500,000 machine, just for Microscope. Isn't that nuts? It's wild. And the place is almost fully cleared out, except for all the cool kids that are still hanging out. This new facility is absolutely beautiful, guys. And this whole room, I haven't been in here yet. There's more. So what's this room going to be?
This is, if we are running out of space, we have some more. So
Yeah.
it's another 4,000 square feet we have.
4,000 square feet. This is the size of our machine shop. Like the actual room where all of our machines are, it's rectangle, not square like this, but, and they don't even need this space. But they will, maybe, one day.
How was the show?
Yeah.
It was amazing. We had more than 100 people here. I mean, I was super nervous about it since you don't really know how many people will really show up.
Is anybody going to show up?
Exactly. So you put everything together. You know that Simon and Sebastian are flying in. They're bringing their parents in. So
Yep.
everything is super close to the timeline. You know that there's actually no buffer, nothing, and then you take a look at that list and you see all these amazing names, and you don't really know if it really works out. Since especially with COVID, a lot of people, sign up for things and don't shop.
Yeah.
And later on Thursday, you see people coming in, and there's always more people, and it's lining. And this was the biggest relief ever.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I drove 12 hours to get here, and we got guys flying in from California, many guys, and all over the place. Everybody's coming in Colorado, all kinds of stuff, and it was absolutely worth it. You put on a heck of a show.
Glad you guys liked it.
It was really good.
I think it was just, we wanted to show a little bit about our machines, but also we wanted to provide a platform that really, all these machinists, all these really super techs really can talk about technology, get super nerdy about these little details. Probably somebody already figured out what you're working on and the other way around, so you can really sit down, discuss these little details, and I think that's super cool.
That's what the whole show was all about. The vendors were great, and they added the high-end technical knowledge for like the specific product. But it was all the people, and everybody wants to chat, and everybody wants to nerd out about details and tolerances and microns and surface finishes and tools and measuring and everything. And Kern brings together a crowd that I've never seen another company bring together.
That was cool. I walked from the machine back here, and just on these couple meters, you hear a couple nanometers. There are some, that are even on that's finished here, and it's all these monocrystalline. That's it's just all these. The conversation you don't have every day. This was super cool, and that's so condensed.
Yep.
That was super cool.
And there's watchmakers here, several watchmakers.
Several, yeah.
There's guys doing medical parts, aerospace parts, space parts.
Space parts.
And parts that one of the guys was so NDA bound that his whole conversation was the vaguest conversation I've ever heard, because he's like, it's a thing and there's a hole. What material? Not too hard. It's just so vague, and we're just trying to like help and understand and learn, but he's like, I can't say.
I think this is one of the real challenges we have. All these customers, what we have, a lot of them, of course, work on very specific things, and there's an NDA in place with everybody, and we have to respect that. And it's
I'm the complete opposite.
Can't share that. I think that here, this was just such a nice place. And all of a sudden, you don't really talk about the part. You just talk about work holding and how to fix it and how to do it and how to program things. And I think it was super cool.
That's awesome. And I'm the complete opposite. No NDAs, no nothing. Like, I'll just ask everybody everything, and they're like, well, I can't really say. That's cool. I respect that. That's cool. But yeah, show was great. Great to see everybody. I learned a lot.
Thank you so much for coming. It was a great presentation. It was awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Yep. Awesome. On to the next one. As Saunders says, these factories aren't going to tour themselves. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.